Hello Libra, thank you so much for tuning in for the last reading of the year, the last Psychic Tarot reading of the year for December of 2021. Real quickly, it came to my attention that people are showing my videos but leading to other bogus websites. My stuff is at my name, vickieverlie.com. So if you're watching this video anywhere other than my Rock and Roll Prophetess channel, well, rockandrollprophetess.com also, I have that URL, but vickieverlie.com. If they're directing you to any other website besides that, then it's bogus. It's fraud, it's bogus, and don't believe it, okay? It's fraudulent. But let's get into your reading, because I'm Vickie Verlie, the Rock and Roll Prophetess. I have over 30 years experience in the metaphysical field, and I create books and decks and all sorts of cool stuff that you can check out at my website if you care to do so. But today we're going to be using one of my creations, the Rock and Roll Prophetess, the Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the main reading, followed by a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, an Animal Totem card. If you're Patreon level 2, we're going to do 4 clarifiers around your Significator in a bonus reading for our Patreon supporters. Okay, so it's clearly, hands down, everybody likes it's the new format on YouTube, but it's the format that I've used for decades otherwise. So everybody seems to like it, so we're going to keep with it. So it's going to be a 2-part reading, starting with the Celtic Cross, and then we're going to continue until we find your card, which your card being an air sign is going to be the Queen or King or Queen of Swords. We're going to be looking for you in the spread and looking at the cards that surround you for the second portion of the reading. Okay, what's going on for our Libra Sun, Rising, and Moon, or anybody with Libra, prominent Libra in their chart, really, that's going to do the thing. The Fool, somebody else had the Fool for the first card out. I think it might have been Capricorn, I'm not sure. Then the Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Rods. 9 of Rods has been out quite a bit today. 6 of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Emperor, Ace of Cups. You got 2 aces, 3 aces already. Hangman, and the Knight of Cups. Boy, the Knight of Cups has been the end result in the first reading also quite a bit. I think in 2 or 3 readings he's been the final outcome. When I heard that, I go, it's the final countdown. Do-do-do-do. I was way off key. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Well, it's interesting that you have 3 aces, and you also have the Fool. Not an ace, but also the beginning of a suit. The beginning of the major arcana. Every ace is the beginning of a suit, and then the Fool is the beginning of the major arcana. Fool always talks about going off in some new path or direction, you know, trying something completely new, going your own way, not bringing a lot of baggage behind. He carries no baggage. He just has that little thing and just moving on forward into the future and having trusting in the universe. This card here talks about not trusting the universe, like being kind of apprehensive or worried. And that's moving into the past, so that's good. Whatever your doubts or whatever these doubts are, they're going to be cleared up at this time. Things are going to really start clicking into place in a big way because you have the 3 aces. Ace of Pentacles, new beginning in money. Ace of Swords, some sort of big breakthrough or triumph or clearing all this stuff out. And then Ace of Cups, a new beginning in love potentially, but really a new beginning in just creativity, happiness, joy, things that are joyous and happy and fun and nice and cool that you want, you know. So this is a great lineup here with the 3 aces. 8 of Pentacles is at the basis of the situation, so it's talking about doing things that you really love. Could be like you're going to be really busy working a lot, but this is the card, especially when it shows right by this Ace of Cups here. This is a card of doing it just for the love of doing it, that you really love it, you really enjoy it. It's not a burden or an onus. It's joyous creation is what's coming through from the guides. I do have the Emperor here. So it could be like maybe the Emperor's, helping you or taking notice, but I feel for more of you, I feel like this is you are the Emperor. You are coming into your state of power. You are coming into taking control of the situation, having your own business, doing your own thing, and killing it too, by the way, like really successful at it. For some of you who've been waiting, well, this Hangman talks about waiting. So you've been waiting around for something, and it's about to pop, whatever it is. I'm just going to put, it's popping, I don't know. It's all about to pop. I'll change it later. I have to write something down here before I forget it. But long-awaited things are finally happening here. Now, for some of you, you may have been waiting for somebody to come back. I usually am so not going to give that answer to people because I think it can get a little ridiculous waiting for somebody forever. But for some of you, if you've been waiting for somebody, there's a good chance of being reunited with somebody from the past. When this card shows up with this, and then the Ace of Cups there too. But here's the thing that I like is that it's the Ace of Cups, so that means it's truly going to be a new beginning. So if there is somebody coming back from the past, it's not going to be like, okay, we're gonna try again, but it's just the same old stuff. You know, you just revert back to these old patterns. It's going to be a really new beginning. For some of you, I feel like maybe if you're going home for the holidays, if you live in a different place than you were raised or whatever, you could run into an old beau or flame. By the way, no gender either, so if you're attracted to females, this could be a female, it could be anybody. There's no gender, gender neutral. Or the vice versa, maybe somebody who lives abroad, or that's funny I said abroad, but it doesn't have to be abroad, maybe just in another town or city. This ring just wants to keep coming off my finger. That it could be like you would meet them. It's funny that the ring wants to come off my finger. You may have been engaged to them. Maybe you were engaged and you took the ring off and said, no, I'm not. I'm done with this. For some of you, that would be somebody out there that may be true. Yeah, but so you were, you know, there's something about an old person coming back, and this very much does feel like a romance. I feel it might be worth giving it a try because we do have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is, after all, you know, an actual new beginning, not a like, okay, I want to see you again, but I'm still going to be the same old, same old. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and continue on to the spread with the next portion of the reading. Okay, well, here we go to continue the next reading. So you are the air sign. So here we're going to look for either the Queen or King of Swords. And then the card surrounding the King or Queen of Swords is going to give us some further insight for you. Now, if you understand tarot, or even if you don't, I'm not going to read every single card. But if you see things popping out, or you want to interpret some of this, if it resonates with you, knock yourself out. There you are, Queen of Swords. That could absolutely be true. I'm just not going to be over there interpreting every single card. We're going to look at this little spot right here. Because here's the Queen of Swords. Represents you. Whether you're male or female, this one represents you, and we're going to look at the row below. The card's just around here. So here you go. You show up, and then the last ace is right there. So it's major confirmation that there's major stuff for new beginnings. Now, we are having that powerful new moon eclipse, by the way. First of all, we're having a powerful new moon eclipse in Sagittarius, and that is on December 4th. So you've got all these aces. That's could be a key time for really starting any kind of new beginning that you're wanting to do. So, and the new moon is in Sagittarius, so that's a sextile to your sun energy or your rising sign or whatever. But here's the thing that I want to touch upon. The solstice. The solstice is on the 21st. Okay, so these are the cardinal signs here. We've got Libra, you, Aries, and then we've got Capricorn and Cancer. These are the cardinal signs. And whenever the sun crosses the threshold of these cardinal signs, that is when we have a new beginning and the season change. So it's a big shift for everybody. It's when the seasons change. That's number one. But number two is you being one of the cardinal signs. It's a square. The cardinal signs are affected more than the other signs during this, I dare say. So you're definitely ripe for any kind of big new beginning. You're turning a corner with the solstice, and then we've got the powerful new moon eclipse as well. So here it is. There's a concern about the money, but it's going to work out, and it's going to work out in a big way with the money. The two cards here are showing us that you may be concerned about the money that it's going to take to make this next big leap and next big step, but it's going to work out. And it may work out potentially through the Justice card here. We have the Justice card. So maybe some kind of legal thing, maybe some kind of loan or signing of contracts or papers. Maybe even if it's school, for some of you, I'm picking up school here. It might be a student loan. You might have to get a student loan. But it's well worth it. With the world here, they're saying it's absolutely well worth it because it's going to grow into something awesome. You are showing up smack dab next to this Ten of Cups. So, you have the potential to achieve Ten of Cups status. Ten of Cups status is happiness, joy, the most, just like the aces. are all the beginnings. The 10s are the most. So 10 of Cups is the most happiness, the most joy, fulfillment, all these sorts of things. You're going to be a part of a club here. You're getting part of the club that you've been wanting to be a part of. There's some, I feel like there's some status attached to this. I'm going to write that down too here. New beginning, status. I'll try to have to figure it out later. But I want to mention that that status is coming through really big. Like, you want to be. This isn't anything like, what's that funny saying about, I would never be a member of a club and that would have me as a member or something like that. I think it's Groucho Marx or something. But no, that's, you want to be a member of this club. You're into it, and you're also, it could be like something you wanted ever since you were in school, but it also could be, maybe it is a school. Maybe you're accepted into some kind of school or something like that. Or maybe it's just that you're going to learn a lot in there. Or for some people, it could be like, maybe they offer free tuition, so you would be able to go back to school. Down here we have Wheel of Fortune. So this is fate and destiny. It's also divine timing and things really falling into place. And on either side we have the Knight of Cups and the Queen and King of Cups. Could be two different people, and it could be, if it is two different people, they're connected. They might be a married couple, or they might be on the board of, you know, acceptance or whatever's going on up here. But it's water sign energy, so that's Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This could be something that maybe happened back in the time of Scorpio, which is November, or it could be, we had and we did not have a Scorpio eclipse. Let me just double check these eclipses. But we are going to start having some Scorpio eclipses next year, because I'm all about that. I've been, you know, doing these year ahead readings. I just wanted to look at the eclipses for 2021. No, there was not a Scorpio eclipse. I was mistaken. There was a Taurus eclipse. Okay. But I feel like there might be something tied into these Scorpio eclipses that are going to be coming next year. I just feel like you're falling into alignment with a lot of things are going to start falling into place. And that showed up here too with all these aces. It's not just one thing. Not when you have all four aces. It's a bunch of different things. So it's the love life. It's the career. It's the group of friends. This feels real strong connection to college or school or something like that for a lot of you. So I feel like there could be something like that. Maybe it's some kind of alumni thing that you're going to be asked to participate in. Or maybe even give a speech at some graduation. You know, it could be a lot of different things. But it's very powerful pull to you. And you definitely are wanting to be a part of this. And you're gonna get it. You're going to be accepted into the club. Maybe I should put that. Accepted into the club. I'll decide later. I just write all the stuff down as it comes to me. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to our animal totem as soon as I can find it. Okay, we're going to start on the animal totem. Okay, so here we go with the animal totem for our Libra friends for the month of December of 2021. Libra, 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 Libra. Oh, it flew right out. There you go. The ox. The ox is kind of like the bull. It's very much stubborn, but it's also determined. You know, and you have, I mean, I said I wasn't going to read all the cards, but as I pull this out, the magician is popping out at me. So that's just your own determination, your own wherewithal. You know, all these things are sparking off, but you have to be the one to walk through the door. And you have to be the one who is going to make it happen despite any outside interference, or, you know, you're going to do whatever it takes, basically. Okay, strength, endurance, patience, presence, clearing of karma, accepting what is. Standing strong, plowing through. Elimination creates space for magic. You know, I was talking about that Scorpio eclipse and everything. There was not a Scorpio eclipse, but there was an eclipse. There was a full moon eclipse that occurred in Scorpio time. And it's back here on November 19th, which is just, it's yesterday. When I'm doing the readings today, it's the 20th. So it just happened. And it's still going to be... I was telling people when I'm doing the personal year ahead readings, these last eclipses of 2021, they're definitely, I mean, January 1st is meaningless in astrology. It means nothing. So these last two eclipses in November, December, they're definitely carrying that energy forward. So this may have came up in that around that 19th here, because it's talking about elimination. So you may have decided by at that time, listen, I'm eliminating this. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm ready to make a new beginning. I'm ready to strike out on my own new path. I'm not going to put up with this crap Ola anymore. That's basically what I'm saying. That's basically what's coming through. And Libras, a lot of times you'll go the extra distance to really try to be nice. But it's saying, you know what? You got to look out for number one. And aces, what are aces? Number one. And you have the Magician, number one. The first card out was the Fool. That's the new beginning. So it's time for you to turn your attention to what's best for yourself and not really worry too much about what other people. There's going to be new people and new groups, and there's a coming together and a unity, and this is what you've been wanting, I feel, for a very long time is coming into play. All right, before I wrap it up, don't forget about the year ahead reading. The personal ones are only going to be available last call for those, so get them well at the end of December or forget about it till next year. I do have the other year ahead readings, but another quick note. With all these problems with the shipping and everything, why not consider supporting independent creators? This is just one of the many wares you can find on my actual website. Be sure you don't go to somebody else's website. These are $6. They're beautiful journals. They have lined and unlined. And I have, of course, my new book if you want to really go deep into some cool channel information. But not just for me, for all the independent creators out there. Maybe go to a local fair or craft fair, support a local small business. Look on Etsy or Instagram, support your local people, your independent creators during this holiday season, instead of supporting, big corporations who don't pay taxes or anything. For some reason, this looks very blue in the screen, and I tried a bunch of things and can't make it not be blue. But what I have also done is, many of you are interested in prints of my fine art paintings, so I put them on Fine Art America just because they offer like a large variety and it is good quality. So these are my spiritual channeled painting stuff, so if you're interested in any of that, you can also find the link in the description of this actual video. Not if it's on another website, then not, or visiting my website, as always. Alright, thank you everyone. Don't forget about the year ahead readings. Thank you so much for tuning in. Patreon peeps, we're going to throw out, we're going to put 4 more around you in here for clarification from the Songs for the Journey Home. If you want, also the Patreon people get the year ahead pay-per-view readings free. So those are a couple of things that I offer as a year-end thank you for everybody who supports me. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to let YouTube know that you enjoy my content and so other people can see it as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you again next time.